The fuck up, John. Just the fuck up. Ladies and gentlemen, don't adjust your dials. You are hearing this correctly. You're broadcasting back in with the Cyberbullies podcast.
Ooh-wee.
I'm your homie, Motive Gapes.
I'm Maddie Slims.
And I'm Tony Pizzicato, a.k.a. Professor Pizzicato. Don't forget it.
Professor P over here.
I'm popping the mic over here.
Get to know me.
I feel like in school he was taking some speech classes. That was really nice. That was like announcer level.
You heard that?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, these mics sound great.
Yeah. Fuck with it good and heavy. So, how's everyone doing?
Fantastic.
Been better.
No, been better. I just want to take time to thank everyone who tuned in last time and everyone who's listening right now. I got a lot of feedback.
Sincerely sorry.
Sincerely sorry. I did have some people trying to pick arguments about stuff that we talked about on it, but you know what? That just means we're doing something right.
We got a cease and desist coming from Gloria Stefan and her people. Look forward to that interaction.
So like, you know, Maddie's been doing all these like really great promos like he used to do back in the day where he just like puts our face on like historical things or like funny cartoons and shit. And actually, funny enough, like the thing that was the funniest is that he sent us this like 3-way text where he was like, hey, what was the most disastrous things that happened in the last 5 years? That's what he asked us for, those ideas.
Where do I start?
Where do I start? Exactly. And I think I sent him a January 6th one. But yeah, but he's been, you know, like knocking those out, and a lot of people have loved them. They thought they were super funny. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for your feedback. Mm-hmm. But today, you know, he made this new one, and you know, this one I gotta say it tugs at my heartstrings because it's like, you know, the series cover for the show Airwolf. And if anyone who was a fan of the show originally, that theme song you're listening to is the Airwolf theme song.
Nobody has seen Airwolf.
No one. I mean,
I haven't even seen Airwolf.
Really?
I
grew
haven't
up
seen
watching
it, to be
it,
honest.
man.
I watched it after you showed it to us.
Oh, but it's fire though. It's like MacGyver in a helicopter.
And Ernest Borgnine is the lead.
Ernest Borgnine, who is the unofficial mascot of this show, is Ernest Borgnine with that toothy smile.
Toothy Angel.
With that toothy angel. And so Maddie took a shot from the series and he put all their faces on it. And, you know, I'm a little bit in my feelings because, like, I didn't get the pilot. Like, he put himself as the pilot.
Oh.
Did you put me as Ernest Borgnine?
No, Ernest Borgnine is to our left. He's in the picture. I don't even...
yeah, he's the only one that's in it.
Because I've never seen the show. I don't...
Oh, you didn't realize?
I don't even know who the characters were.
I was like, this motherfucker right here.
Just subtle bullying. I made Professor P the woman of the flick.
No, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But also, like, if you've ever seen the show, like, everyone who tunes in who's Airwolf fans, that'd be funny if we have a segment of our fans that are only Airwolf fans. They hope we talk about the series. That woman is never on that series. She's, like, maybe once or twice, like, barely.
What's your favorite Ernest Borgnine role?
You know what? You're joking, but, like... He's like a weird guy because like he didn't like the you know, me as a child watching like rerun kung fu movies and, you know, Airwolf when I was just a children's, just a latchkey kid. I mean, he's known to me through these like corny 1970s 80s shows, but like I had seen some documentary about like film and shit, and like, yeah, you know, that stupid shit. I had seen a documentary on film, and like they have
for
a
people who don't know things.
They have a section about him, about how serious and good of an actor he is, and he was all in these Broadway plays, and I'm like, damn, I've been sleeping on that toothy smile, dog.
I'm a fucking actor, man.
He's a real actor.
I saw a movie that he was in actually where Raquel Welch is the lead.
Ooh.
It's a cowboy flick.
Oh, I love it.
It's essentially the story of Django, but she's the lead in the story, and he plays the main villain in the story.
Do you know the name of the movie?
Fuck, I don't. You have to look at Raquel Welch and Ernest Borgnine. I don't exactly remember the movie.
Yeah.
But in the movie, he obviously is the villain, and he...
Oh, is he?
Oh, is he? Yeah, that face is made for villainy. And he, you know, R-A-P-E-S, Miss Raquel Welch in the movie.
Really?
It's wild. It's a wild movie. He's great. Yeah.
What?
But
he's also in this famous Western called the fuck, what is it? Something Bunch. Yeah, it's like seminal because it's like the first movie after like they had all those censorships where you couldn't even show blood. Mm-hmm. It's the first movie that like is after it, and they just like go ham, bro. Like it looks like talk about Quentin Tarantino times 1,000.
It was like Mortal Kombat. Like the first game to show.
No, but it's like normal special effect, no computer animation. Like they're shooting blood out of people. The beginning, I remember starting to watch it. And, like, the beginning of it is, like, a bunch of Mexican kids. Like, it's in Mexico. It's a bunch of Mexican kids, like, in a circle making a scorpion fight a fucking mantis. And it's, like, legitimate. It's not, fake. They're literally, and they're on a bed of ants, which is even crazier.
That sounds awesome.
That's, like, and it's in the movie. And I'm like, well, this is before they stopped wanting to hurt people or hurt animals and then make it of a film. Anyways, yeah, so I felt a way about that. But...
If you're into really bad like sci-fi, I was mentioning that film is a Disney film actually called Black Hole.
What year is it? It's like
early
70s, I think.
By the way, the fact that no one knows this film is like an indictment of how bad it is.
It's really bad.
Dark web Disney flick.
It was like tough. I got like halfway through and I was like, I can't do it. I think I sent you a picture. I was like watching it.
I was like, how was I supposed to know what that means?
That seems like a only on YouTube type movie.
Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, maybe, yeah. Also, just to put it out there for Disney films like Fantasia, I'm done, dude. Like, how many times are we gonna show that movie? I'm done with it.
Who's watching Fantasia?
Bro, when I was a kid, that's like all they showed us, and I'm like, let me get some Snow White, dog. What's up?
I'm more about like the Donald Duck shooting pool.
Is that a movie though? That's like a short. Welcome back to the animation podcast. Anyways,
welcome to three guys in their 40s.
Three guys in their 40s.
Relive their childhood.
Almost.
You know what? I was thinking to you guys the other day because I was grilling, and I was thinking about the fact that I was like, man, I would just die to go back when I didn't know any vegetarians. No, I got no moral issue with them or vegans. Do your thing. Hey, young kings, do your thing, whatever. But it's just like I pined for the time where I just made one meal for people. And I didn't have to have, hey, no, but for you, we did this.
Shout out to Francisco, of course.
Shout out to Frankie.
Yeah.
And I love Francisco. It's not even a shot at him. But I was just thinking about him like, damn, the extra amount of work I'm doing just to make
as long as to make it taste like meat.
As long as they bring the goods, I don't mind cooking it. But yeah,
that's a real way to do it. Don't own the boat. Bring the beer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it's not my fault you're an alcoholic. Bring your own non-alcoholic beer.
Exactly. I love that every time Ian like takes a break from drinking, he always goes to non-alcoholic beers. I'm like, dog, that's like the craziest.
It's nice.
You're just getting, and by the way, they give you a hangover.
Do they?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
I've had a hangover from non-alcoholic wine.
You might be allergic to like hops or something. I don't know.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
That's what most pussies are allergic to.
All I want is the gut anyway, so I don't even need the buzz.
So this week there was a lot of good music that came out, and I was asking the boys if like they would want to listen to the Yodes album that came out, the Coyotes out of LA. They had this new album called Yodelandia, and apparently that shit got lost in the sauce, and Maddie's like, the fuck?
As usual, we didn't listen to we didn't do the research for the show.
But I gave Maddie the worst crash course possible. He was at the litter box today, and I just put it up on the screen. I just played like their most famous like fucking videos where I was like, he's gonna hate them from that.
They're really good.
I want you to say what you said to me when you were watching it, because you said something like so good that as a not West Coast person would never pick up on.
Oh, they sound exactly like Tres Delincuentes.
But there was more to that. You were talking about, I know 100 of these motherfuckers. Like, you're like...
Yeah, those. If you were in LA, those guys... I feel like I know those men. You know what I mean? Those dudes are like familiar.
But it made me laugh when you said that, but you need to expand on that. What do you mean exactly?
I mean, they're just...
Give me like, if you're gonna break them down, like you're just gonna break them down on like what makes them, because it's like an LA pocho, right? Kind of like,
so they're just not Cypress Hill. You know what I
mean? Shit. Oh my god. Funny enough, Be Real is on the album. He's on both. He's on both their albums. Dope.
As he should be.
I mean, as he should be.
He's also no, he's not Mexican.
I also meant to tell you they have Tash on that fucking record.
Okay, how's he sound?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Like, he hasn't taken a fucking day off. By the way, like, if you're a new
He hasn't taken a day off from drinking either.
That's funny enough. He
Okay.
talks about that shit in the verse.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about like I was married to the bruise, but I had to have a divorce. And I'm like, well, this feels like a documentary I want to shoot,
Is he sober now? I don't like that.
dude. But like, think about this for a second. Alcoholics, the documentary about them becoming sober, bro. Please give me an Oscar.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Questlove, take it on.
I'll deep
Like,
dive on the YouTubes for that one.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would be a great documentary. If you're new to the show, we're big fans of the Alcoholics. And funny enough, they're one of those groups that like people on the East Coast and West Coast like completely always agree on. You know what I'm saying?
That rhyme is permanently stuck in my head. Call it what you want to call it.
I'm
a fucking alcoholic. Like, it's
bring
just
it if
embedded
you
in my
really
brain.
want it.
Yeah.
Ain't gotta put no extras on it.
Rap life? Come on.
Yo, rap life.
Rap life
Yo,
goes crazy.
I was on a road trip. Shout out to Ness. I was on a road trip with Ness, and like we were just talking shit. I was playing him that Rosecrans album from DJ Quick. Shout out to DJ Quick, one of the best of all times.
Sorry, I'm just watching Professor P spell alcoholics the right way in the non-hip hop way, and I just
That's so funny.
that is my boy.
Which one?
Shit.
And they renamed
Hip hop
themselves
junkies, man. That's
Yeah, hip hop junkies. But this
taste
man,
of that.
this man is so tri-state, like New York, fucking Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Like he doesn't listen to nothing that's not from there. And he's like, "You ever listen to the Alcoholics?" I go, "Shut the fuck up! Are you serious?" And he was showing me their original album. I had never heard it. The original Alcoholics album, it's fucking banger.
they were
It's
one of
really
those
good.
early West Coast
But like you couldn't
lyricists
tell.
that everyone fucked with.
Yeah, but also like you couldn't. They would very East Coast with it too.
Right.
Like Cypress Hill too. Same. It's like they're West Coast, but they're very East Coast.
We
Like,
forget at that time that people on the West Coast were trying to get love from the East
That's
Coast.
true.
There was a
That's
lot of
true.
cats doing that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
They wanted
King
to be
T,
respected by
Exhibit,
that. They
like-
wanted to be respected as lyricists, you know?
What's with everybody wanting to be respected, man?
I know.
You know what?
Who gives a fuck?
Damn, that's one of the that's
Think
one
I'm
of the
here
most
'cause I
sage
want
advices. It's one of the most sage advices that you've ever given. Who wants respect? That's, I guess, a great way to go through life. But anyways, they're like one of those groups. Like I can't believe how they've touched people around the world. Like it's so weird. Of all the groups, you know what I'm saying? And you're just like, really? That group?
Real ones know Tash, for sure.
Yo, Tash is like one of the like top 5 dead or alive rappers. I will stand on that business.
He's up there. Yeah.
ill as
He's
shit.
definitely up there.
Yeah.
I think he didn't have enough like hits that people would know.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to kind of like know who they were at the time,
exactly,
and then like
to,
deep
like,
into
stay
it.
with
They didn't
them.
have like
He's one of those artists who got lost in the sauce with the revolution of the internet.
right. Yeah.
Because,
Freak,
like-
he was right before.
100%. And he has like a 2010-ish song that he came out with. I think it's called like 808. And it's like I listen to it and I'm just like, damn, Tash, like you really trying to grab on to like this era or something. But it's still ill. Like he's still ill as shit. Like on it. Like, you know, he can't not be good. But
Where
like,
you
I was
wanted
like,
him to stay in his boom bap lane, or what?
I don't know what I wanted him to do, but I just meant like it just felt like a weird grab. But like he's one of those guys that like he should be like Bun B, who is like a guy that
right.
comes from a genre but is like one of the best feature artists in the history of hip hop is like Bun B. He's like no matter what record you put him on, he's fucking killing the game. Like
Yeah, I think the West Coast gangster rap really took the light from anybody who was doing any kind of alternative type shit.
Oh, totally. Yeah, because like listen, I'm putting this together in the future because like I'm a Miami boy, so like everything I would get from the West Coast is like barely any information. I'm like an archaeologist. I'm like fucking looking for bones and shit. I got a bone to pick. But like I would have to put that shit together, that these were like different scenes in LA.
Right.
Like the Liquid Crew and Exhibit and King T and like Compton's Most Wanted, and then the cherry on top of that sundae is DJ Quick, because he's
Right.
like parallel to Dre, but he's like very regional and very Compton. Like
Right, but on the West Coast, DJ Quick is like your favorite rapper's favorite producer.
exactly.
He was
100%.
like, took the Roger Zapp sound
Zapp,
and
yeah,
just
100%.
expanded it into like the gangster rap scene at the time, and still to this day, Balance and Options is still like my
the
North
best.
Star album. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
production on that was just like
It's
crazy.
so good. Yeah. That Rosecrans album is that album I play for someone who thinks they wouldn't like some West Coast shit, and it wins 100% of people over. Like, no one at home can hear it, but like Tony is nodding like when I was saying that, because I showed him that and he's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And he doesn't even like hip hop like that, and he was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
It's kind of unfair to say that, but okay, I get
All
you.
right,
I get
all
you.
right.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Favorite West Coast collaboration? I know you have some West Coast rappers on your resume
Oh, that you've done.
that you've done.
Oh
this
yeah,
is like
that
get to
Tony.
know me.
Get to know me.
Get to know
Let's
me.
get
No,
get to know me.
Well, we can't all be like me. But if you try, you can get to know me. I can't. I can't
love
do.
that you're doing the
I can't do
audible
John
drops.
Lovitz. I can't do John Lovitz. But this is embarrassing. But when I was an assistant engineer at the Satai, maybe even an intern. I think an intern actually. Who's the guy with the eye patch?
Slick Rick.
He came into the studio
No way.
to hear some beats. I think from Busta Rhymes. Like
Okay.
Busta Rhymes had like a ton of beats to like show
Right,
him.
right, to collab.
And I think I was assisting because I was up in the studio. I honestly didn't know who this guy was. Obviously, I know his music, but I just wasn't
yeah.
aware of who he was. He was like super skinny.
Slick Rick.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, we always see him with a bubble.
he was
Like he's always got a huge jacket. So in Miami, he must have been.
I remember him being super skinny.
Whoa.
Well,
It might have been
Our hip hop minds are getting blown right
Yeah.
now.
fresh out of the Pinta, maybe.
well, he was so Busta Rhymes had all his beats to show him whatever. Like maybe he was gonna like collaborate on whatever beat, right? Dude,
Yeah.
the guy, he had like a little hand flick that he would do for like next track.
Next track.
I
Oof.
swear to God, 2-3 seconds max every track, like hand flip.
I mean, on last episode, I proved my point. Like that's how producers and like artists work on tracks. It's like 10 seconds, bro. You got
not
10
even. I'm
seconds.
not even 10
Not
seconds.
10.
Not even. I swear.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. They went through, dude, like at least 60 or more clips of these beats or
Damn.
whatever.
So Busta Rhymes
It
had
might have been-
60 tracks laying around that he wanted him to maybe get on.
yeah, I guess
That's dedication to the craft, dog. Holy shit.
I guess that's what was up.
I got like
But
2 for Maddie.
It was
Right. You can have this one or,
Or
this,
this
one.
one.
Not 60 to choose from. Fuck, what
Well,
the
I'm
fuck?
pretty sure they're all beats that people sent him
Right,
to work on.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
So he was probably just like, "Oh, let's see what
Yeah,
this guy
yeah.
likes." But it was so bad after he left. Like they were like joking about it. They're like, "Yo,
I
like
can't
he didn't
believe-
give them no
Wait,
time."
what was his percentage of picking?
I don't even remember. If
You don't even remember you said
might
yes
have-
to one?
He might have picked one, maybe.
Shit, dude, that's wild.
He came in and smoked a few cigarettes and was like, I'm out.
I'm out of here.
But
Um,
fucking Slick Rick has one of the most disgusting songs I've ever heard in my life to this day. I think it's called For Adults Only or something, but the
Oh, yeah.
entire song, he's rapping about the butthole. The It's
Like no one else could, like
and-
very eloquently.
Oh my God, because
Yeah.
he can weave.
And of course, I like your butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can weave a story like no one else.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my God.
By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. Slick Rick came out with an album about like 2 weeks ago.
What?
And
Is Busta Rhymes on it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Should we
it's
judge
pretty
it
much
10
all.
seconds at a time?
Wait, yeah, we should. I listened to it all the way through, but I'll tell you that a lot of the beats are Q-Tip, but it's executive produced by Idris Elba.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought. I'm like, what? Idris Elba like kind of like ADR'd and executive produced it. Like, there's some tracks where it's like,
He has
It's-
such
it's like-
doorman energy, I swear.
who, Idris?
Idris
or-
Elba, that's how he started his career.
He
as
was
like
a doorman,
doorman,
yeah,
like
he was
selling
a
drugs
doorman,
and shit,
yeah,
yeah,
so-
rapping and shit.
I like you didn't say drug dealer though. You said doorman.
I mean, same difference.
A doorman drug dealer is a whole nother breed of drug dealer, by the way.
Yeah. The most
A
accessible
bouncer,
drug
the most
dealer.
accessible drug dealer is like a doorman or bouncer drug dealer. He's like, hey, y'all good? Hey, but y'all good? Like before you get in the club. But anyway, not that we at
I
all
don't even know what the
condone.
fuck you're talking
I'm
about.
not even sure. The only drug I like is caffeine.
I've heard things.
So, yeah, so like he executive produced it, and it's interesting. That's all I gotta say. It's really interesting. There's a couple like slappers on there though, like for real.
I'm sure he can still get after it. Hell yeah.
But I can't. I mean, like maybe I'm a shitty fan of him, but I don't think I've ever listened to one of his albums all the way through. You have though, right?
Yeah, of course.
That From Jail one or whatever.
The first one with Teenage Love and fucking
like
Children's
that.
Story. And
Oh,
I mean, that
shit.
was obviously
Oh,
like
yeah,
in
yeah,
89
yeah,
or
yeah,
88
yeah,
or some shit
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
But he has that famous one.
The Great
90s
Adventures
that
of
everyone-
Slick Rick.
Yeah,
That's the one
first
where
one.
like
Yeah, yeah.
most of the bangers.
I don't
are-
think I've listened to the full album of that.
He's one where he'll have like 3 songs where you're like, this shit is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of it, you're just like, all right.
Okay.
All right, you know.
Well, that's how this album kind of is. Like, except that like I forgot that back in like the 80s, like house and like hip hop in New York were like really like tight. And like almost every single like album that came out of New York in that era, they all had like a weird little house joint on there because like they would get played at the party at some point. You know, the DJ's going up in BPM, so it gets a house, and like they'll put some house joints on. That's why there's all that marriage of like house and hip hop in that era. And like he's got 3 house bangers on there that are like legitimately like cool, but they definitely sound like they're from the 80s. Anyways, what are you playing right now?
This is the song about the butthole. Even the beat is
Butthole-esque.
it's butthole-esque. It's even just a nasty beat.
It's just butthole-esque.
Like the hook, he's like, I don't mean to be subtle when I want the butthole. That is
a good
the
rhyme.
lead. Yeah.
Lord Ricky D.
And also, he recorded and wrote most of this when he was in jail. He had
This
like,
is the jail one.
This was like right after he got out.
Wait, is this Adventures of Slick Rick?
No, this is the art of storytelling. This
Yes,
is the one.
this
that
is the one
yeah.
I was talking about. He
This
did
one
it
had
in
like
jail.
Big
Yeah,
Boy
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Don't try to claim things I haven't earned honest, man. Yeah, so that was on there. But this one is weird because this actually album has multiple bangers on there.
Oh yeah.
But this one, I remember as a kid hearing this, and just a kid, I was probably like 14, 15.
That's
when
a
this probably
kid.
Don't want to age myself, but fucking.
You turned 17
I remember
this
being
year,
like,
guys.
I remember putting in my headphones and being like, "This is fucking gross."
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know,
gross.
man.
You were grossed out.
I was grossed.
What kind of 14-year-old kid is grossed out by anything? I'm gonna be like, yo, let's go more.
You gotta listen
That
to the
was the
song.
worst.
Shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know gross until you have to masturbate on a family computer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
come on, dog. You know, it's like
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
uses it.
Oh yeah.
You gotta wait till everyone goes to sleep and shit like that. We're nasty. We're from a nasty generation. These
are
kids
bad.
got it easy.
We used to have the scrambled X-rated channels. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You go to those
I
channels. You didn't.
I told my dad I was sick one day when one came on TV. I was like, oh, I gotta take advantage.
That last button,
the last channel.
the last
Always.
channel. Oh my god, that was
Yo,
a
no,
clutch.
last channel, then unmute. But keep the volume low, so it's like, yeah, I am watching this shit. Anyway,
Anyway,
We talk about
Tried
porn
and
on
true
this,
techniques.
on this podcast way too much. The 3 things we talk about the most is like porn, but not like modern. It's never modern. It's always adolescent, turn of the century porn.
no comment.
VHS porn is where we.
It's
try.
you don't have to comment. It's recorded. And then also like peeing. But there's a subject I wanted to talk about peeing, but I'm gonna save it just for Maddie. Maddie told me to save it.
Save
not
it,
gonna-
save
I
it
mean,
for what,
you-
next week?
Save it for next week. Right now, he's more convincing me that Fat Joe is on the verge of having some P Diddy shit going down.
He might be a diddler, allegedly, a diddler. But you know what's crazy? As all the artists from that time, everybody
Yeah.
wanted to be like a mafia. Everyone was like in the '90s, early 2000s. Everyone was like the mob, the mafia, the family.
Mhm. Yeah, of course.
The firm. Everybody
The
wanted
Firm,
to
yeah,
have
yeah.
like a group of mafia ass shit. And then we're seeing like later on now, you're looking at the end stage of this. What was really going on? That mafia shit is gross. You know, a movie I just watched the other day was Once Upon a Time in America. You ever seen this movie?
Oh, dude.
Who's in that?
Sierra Leone.
Yeah, with Robert De Niro. It just shows how not glamorous
Like
the
street life
mafia
is?
street life is. Like these
Well,
were
let's
just
also keep it in perspective that he's an Italian dude who's not from America. That's why that movie feels very like it's good. That movie's really good, but you could tell it's like a foreigner not from America making a movie about Americans. It's weird. Like, but dude, I fucking love that movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a fucking great movie, but that movie is like a very like anyways, yeah, it's a very like weird foreigners look at how we are. We're gonna take a break right now. We're gonna play some of that Slick Rick, and then we'll be right back in 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
'Cause I'm here for her, 'cause I'm here for that one, 'cause I'm here for her, 'cause I'm here. 'Cause I'm here for her, 'cause I'm here for that one, 'cause I'm here for her, 'cause I'm here. So Kid Slick Rick, here we go. Walking, sporting, New York, son. Spot 2 chick, hop, skip. Ice Blake, what your two chicks drinking? Henny on the rocks? What the fuck? Cranberry, some thought, damn honey long strong. Anyway, sip shit with chick ricks. Interested, invested, I guess it's petite. Which match cat unique form? Game once we all keep changing the subject. Anyway, your album boosted 80s, and I heard your new stuff, move stuff. A shame, barely even noticed. 3 drinks later, barely even toasted. I won't leave of a woman on the dance floor like threesome or something. Approaches a bit, oh no, says a sis. Rick, don't try and get too close to my chick. Ease up, mom, didn't know your peeps was, said peace and retreats from them. Anyway, gays give a wifey space until it gets a little crazy. What's that now? Anyway, gays give a wifey space until I'm all up in her face. Why's that, hun? Cause I'm here for her. Say what now? Cause I'm here for her. Cause I'm here for her. Cause I'm here. Rainbow flag. Cause I'm here for her. Come on in, fam. Cause I'm here for her. Twerk sister, work sister. Here for her. Cause I'm here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my sisters out there. Right, you good? Rosie O'Donnell.
I'm kind of into it.
Is it hip house or house hop?
I don't know. He can still tell a story. That guy can still rap and tell a story. The only thing is, like, at least this, they mixed his vocals right. If you listen to all his early music, like, he has such, like, a light voice that they would mix his vocals, like, way too low, where you can't even hear him through, like, most of his tracks back in the day.
Yeah, dude. So I have it's not a funny story, but there was this back when I worked at Mercury Studios, which Tyler remembers. Mercury Studios.
Yeah,
Shout
actually,
out Pompano
I
Beach.
almost met him.
No, there was like this old engineer cat who was like friends of the studio owner, and he would like let this guy use some gear here and there and whatever, and he would tell me these funny stories. It's basically me in like 5 years, but he was like burned out and like kind of over it all and just like whatever, dude, fucking blah blah blah. And he's like, yeah, all these hip hop guys, bro, like the better I make it sound, the less they like it. They just want me to make it sound like shit. And he's like, that's cool with me, man. I don't give a shit. Less work for me. It's just funny. So
I think we do that a lot with you, where we're just like, hey, fuck that up a little bit. You're like,
No, I was actually going to say that, like, out of all the engineers that I have worked with, like, Ian's the least that I have to explain hip-hop mixing to. Because sometimes, like, you know, like, shout out to all the fucking rappers who are doing it their first time working with an engineer.
for sure, dude, for sure.
You find the engineer you can find. You know, it's whoever. And then that motherfucker's like...
that's like a barber. You hold on to that. You hold on to that.
No,
mixer.
but I mean,
Your first
like,
few barbers probably suck.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's what I mean.
when you
Like,
find the one,
yeah, when you find the one, and like then
You
you be
wipe
like, you wipe that shit up, you ring on that.
you put a ring on that shit.
Tyler
You
wiped me up.
make him join your podcast.
He wiped me up immediately, dude. He's like, I got you on this one.
I
dude.
got you.
He's like, I'm never gonna pay you.
But like, yeah, you have to like teach them how to mix something for hip hop too, because like you would do that thing like every artist can relate. Like the first time you work with a producer or an engineer, if you're an artist or whatever, everyone does the same thing. Like you sit in the studio and then like you show each other what you're working on, and then like that's where you really get to know who you're fucking with. And like, bro, those first engineers are always like, it's some pop record, and you're just like, dog, if you make my drums sound like that, I'll murder you. Turn my drums up, you shit. And like you have to teach them like how to do it. Tony's the first engineer I ever worked with that he just like knew that shit. I never had to tell him to turn the bass up or turn the drums up.
Hey.
No. I mean, he'll be like, turn that hi-hat down. I'm like, watch your fucking tone.
What?
Wow.
There's one guy, Messy Marv. He was like, I need to feel that in the trunk, dude. I need the trunk to rattle.
Get to know me.
We have to revisit Messy Marv. That is one of my favorite stories you've told, man. That
Well,
shit-
I worked with him. Well, what happened was, so I met Motive at Mercury Studios.
No, you
No, I
didn't.
didn't meet him there, but he
No,
he
but
knew
I
one of
knew-
the guys that worked there.
Shout out to Rich
Okay,
at
wait.
Ghost House.
People who don't know Messy Marv was in a group called the Mob Figures.
You Mob Figures,
in the
yeah.
Bay Area, like gangster rap
The
group.
bigger figure.
No, that was JT, the bigger
JT.
figure.
Oh yeah, what am I saying?
Yeah, who was from Detroit, actually.
Yeah.
All of his stuff is about selling cocaine and stuff, right? I mean, all the
Oh,
stuff
we-
I worked
we
on.
might need
was-
to explore him fucking with JT, the bigger figure, but we'll get to that.
But yeah, so anyways, our homie Rich out in Denver, he was mixing for this guy, kind of like on off hours or whatever, and he couldn't do a session one day, and he's like, Ian, can you like take over for me? And then Messy Mar was like, after like I mixed. Like I kind of remixed some of the tracks that Rich did, and no offense to Rich, like he's
That's one of my
but-
first engineers, by the way.
yeah, this guy was like, oh no, dude, I need you mixing from now on, and I was like, word. And yeah, I learned a lot of phrases and techniques working with that guy.
Does he still owe you money?
Oh,
He-
that's so funny.
So he kind of ripped me off big time. At the end of the day, like it's all. I mean, it's all
Think
good.
about
but
this. Like, you're a Bay Area hustler. You're like, what is Fort Lauderdale? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not even. It was Pompano Beach,
It was
dude.
Pompano Beach. He's like, what is this place? I'm gonna
Like West
take
Pompano
them
Beach.
for everything.
But yeah, basically, I don't know. I
Yeah.
would like keep working with him, but then I started working at this Thai, and I didn't really have that much time. And he's like, "Well, can you at least like master these tracks that I got?" And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I charged him like $800, which was probably way too much
Yeah.
for my skills at that time.
For sure.
And but it made sense, you know, like because I was charging
And
him
that's
like
like
$50 an hour to
$2006
record or
That's
something,
$2006
or $100 to record.
dude.
But yeah, anyway, so I like mastered this whole album, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know." He like gave me like a little feedback, and I kind of tweaked it a little bit. But I was using all the gear at the studio I was working at, or interning at, I think even. And so I was like, "All right, here you go." And then he never paid me, and then like would never answer my calls, and it was hilarious.
Where he has the song, the mix, everything. Do you remember the song?
It was like a whole like mixtape that I
Fucking
mastered
full
it.
mixtape. Yeah.
But yeah, live and learn. You know, that's when I stopped sending WAV files unless you pay.
I had literally
Yeah.
just like started fucking with him like as an artist that I would listen to like 2 years before this happened. So when he told me that, well, first off, like Rich had told me because he was working with, he's like, I'm working with some like kind of rapper from Western America. He didn't even say like West Coast, and I was like, who? He's like
Western
Messy Mark,
America?
and I'm like, oh, that's that Yay Area shit. I knew like. Immediately, I'm like, oh my god, that's so dope. Tell me when there's a session. Like, I would like want to go up there, like as if Messy Marv would fuck with me.
I definitely have some stories about that guy. I mean, the first time I ever tried cognac was he brought like a bottle of like.
Hey dog, you
wow.
working in the
and-
Bay is yak.
And he like poured like a little tiny bit at the bottom of my cup, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I never drank really like that at all, especially liquor, like straight up. And I took like kind of like a whoop, and I was like, oh, what the. That was like, it was so awful, you know. But
You drinking
I became a man that day.
cognac
yak
with Messy Marv
is like yo
is
bucket list.
But I was constantly like looking it up. You guys remember Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Oh my
course.
god, you're hilarious.
So he'd have these songs, and I'm like, what the fuck does he mean? You know?
oh my
So I can't really remember any like really funny
what
ones,
does
but
woo wop mean?
but there was like a song called Rubber Bands,
Yeah,
and it was like
yeah.
this song's like bust another one. And I'm like, what does he mean busting rubber bands, dude? I had to look it up.
He's like paint where it ain't. What?
paint where it ain't. You look beefy.
Mm.
But yeah, he was like, I mean, from the outside, like he was kind of like a scary dude in a sense, but he was super nice to me.
My figures are like
No, but
no
he was
joke.
he was
right?
super
Yeah.
nice to me usually.
Yeah.
Usually.
Well,
Shout out
'cause
to
he
mob
won.
figures,
Shout out
man.
to
That's
mob
real
figures.
base shit right there. That's
Yeah.
like real.
Shout out to Remy at the Shoe Gallery. Every time, like, he's an old friend of mine, and like I would be with Maddie. I'd be running to Remy. You know, he's the dude. He's like the
Yeah, I remember
designer.
Remy.
Yeah. And like and he would just like light up when he found out that Maddie was from the Bay, and he'd be like, Mob Figures, and I'm like, oh, I forgot he loves Mob Figures. And like quote it to us. So shout out to Rim, dude. That's the guy. I run into him occasionally at this is the most pedestrian shit in the world. Sorry, Rim, if you don't like the story. I run into him multiple times at my local Trader Joe's. And the first time I ran into him, so like, okay, this is like a big fucking pet peeve for me about like grocery stores, bro.
Oh god, I hate it.
Bro, like, yo, man, like, go the way the store is set up. You know, and it's like, usually most of them are like, yo, you either go to like dairy and eggs first, or you go to like produce first. And I'm okay with either of those starting points. But if you start me in like dried pasta, I'm like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, what the fuck? So like, yeah, whatever. I start in produce that way, and I start going the other way, and I see him, and he sees me, and he has like a cart that is like, bro, to the brim, stacked with shit in there. And I'm like, Jesus, bro. I'm like, what's up? What's popping? And he's like, hey, man, I just came for some sugar. And I'm like, what is all this? He's like, well, I'm stoned. But like, and also he was coming from the other side of the thing, which is like in cheese. I'm like, you started in cheese? I don't think we could be friends, homie. Like, if you go the opposite way in a grocery store, I think that's it, dog.
Man's
like,
got his priorities, man. He's like, I need that
Dog.
artisanal cheese, dog.
I thought you were going somewhere else with this.
Where do you think I
So
was
for
going?
me, it's like, okay, honestly, I'm not really trying to run into people at the grocery store. Like, I just want to say hi and
Good
keep
luck.
it moving.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
I'm not trying to have a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm on a mission, right? I'm not trying to chill in the grocery store. Anyway, you run into somebody in one section, like, oh, what's up, man? Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's keep it moving. And then you like go down like a few aisles, and then you run into him again,
Mm-hmm.
and then you keep going, and you run into him again. It's like, damn, bro, like,
kill me, dude.
Let
I'm
me
not
tell you, if I run into you at the local grocery store, I don't know you. I'm not gonna say what's up. Like if I see Motive Yapes and Tony Pizzicato in the other aisle, I'm gonna just put my head down and walk the other direction.
I mean,
It's 175 degrees in Miami right now. I'm there just for the AC, man. Like
I definitely run into people that I don't want to talk to.
Yeah.
And I like try to like avoid them at all costs.
Do you ever notice that you get like I always call it like you're on the same heat as someone? Like you come into the grocery store, it's like 5 people come at one time, and you're going through the grocery store all at the same time with each other. You keep seeing them all the time. It's always a blessing when it's like a baddie, and like they come in on your heat, and you're like, "Ooh, she's on my heat. Let's see if she's gonna be there when I ring up and shit. Maybe
Ooh, she
someone
likes that
pop on.
organic shit.
Oh damn, you got snap payments? What's up?
we both reach for the same LaCroix. LaCroix.
Yeah, no, but I know you're talking about like it's the worst if like running into somebody. See, I'm nicer than both of y'all. I would like literally be like, "Oh, what's going on? How you doing?"
yeah,
blah,
but
blah.
keep it moving.
But I will also comment on what they got.
The other thing
I'll be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you got that? There's
Wow.
2 for 1 over here, homie. What are you doing?" Like I will do that, you know. But then you see him again, you're like, "Bro, don't make no." It's after that I'll be like, "Don't make eye contact. We're done."
But I ran into this guy. Remember that guy, Moto Phil? Remember that day we were walking around like Buena Vista, and I ran into that guy, and he's like, "Oh, can you DJ this event?" The motorcycle dude. I ran into him like 2 days ago. Shout out
Yeah.
to he's not gonna listen, but he's wearing like all white, like white pants, white shirt, but it was a PBR shirt. And motherfucker had PBR in his fucking car. I was like, "Ooh, I like this. I like this style, dude."
The branding all the way through.
He's like,
Yeah.
"You are not a poser."
It's committed.
You're committed.
but the other thing about last thing about grocery stores.
No, I could do grocery
I'm
stores all
there.
day.
I'm there for the bangers, dude.
Okay, well, elaborate. What
The
do you mean?
bangers.
What's the bangers?
The
the
ones
bangers?
playing on the fucking the
Oh,
radio,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yo,
The-
there's like a whole like science behind
Yeah.
grocery store bangers.
Well,
Yeah.
also it's like who's on shift.
no, it's
no,
all it's all
No, there is
No.
some universal curator that knows.
no, but
No, I'm gonna
Shopping
tell you this.
music.
I'm gonna tell you this. In most Publix, it's who's on shift.
wrong.
Because I've heard
You're
some
wrong.
wild
No
shit.
way, no
No,
way.
sorry. Wait, let me take that back. At Presidente.
There you go. There
Okay,
you go.
At Presidente,
All right.
it's who's on. Sorry, I'm a Presidente diehard.
It's the fucking Wild West up in Presidente.
I mean, my thing always with shout out to Will. Like my shit always with Will is like in Presidente is like guard your cart with your life. Because you walk away from that shit and someone just is like, "Oh, I like what they had," and they just take your fucking cart. You're like, you can't be serious, man. Go to the front. You like that I had eggs? Fuck you. Go get eggs.
you know,
Like,
Presidente is a vibe. When you walk in there and there's like an armed guard standing right by the door, it's like, all right,
in the fake security
yeah.
company.
Makes you
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
safe, dude.
all right.
It makes me feel something. I don't know what it is.
There's
but-
Western Union to the right. There's
Yes,
the armed
always.
guard.
always.
They get
There's a bunch of like rotten fruit like around the
Bunch of-
side right away when you walk
yeah,
in.
100%. But people would be like, "Oh no, I don't shop at Presidente. Shit's rotten." I'm like, "You didn't check." Everyone knows what the game is, dog. Like everyone knows what the game is. You didn't check. That's like saying like you win. You're like, "Oh yeah, this avocado's taking forever to ripe." Bitch, you didn't check the rest of them. Get the good one. That's on you, Poppy.
Nice.
Don't you thrift clothes? You can't thrift
Like, yeah,
groceries.
exactly.
What's
You
good?
can't- Yo, that's so funny. Presidente is thrift.
It's
fucking
thrift groceries. Yeah,
That's
because
amazing.
you do find gems, but you better be digging because they're not. And most
That's
of it
so
is shit.
fucking good. And also some of the best shit there is dusty as a bitch. You'd be like some Spanish imported olives. You're like,
yeah.
most people mind me like, what is this? I'm like, ooh, bitch, that's that good shit. It's like dusty as a motherfucker.
No, you pick up a box of pasta and you're like, just dust.
I always tell like, and the other thing about Presidente that I love is like, there's no such thing as a Presidente brand cart.
Yeah.
Every
Right,
cart is from somewhere else. And like I
Those,
always like
they thrift the carts from.
it's like I'll find some OG ones. I'll find like a Building Square, and I'm like, "Damn, son, where'd you get this one?" It's like literally like that. But I would always have this joke with William. I would like if I'm going there shopping with him at Presidente, I'm like, "If you're a good boy, we'll get the Publix one, just so we feel like we're high class."
Nice. The one with the race car.
The one with the race car.
That you can fit like 5 things in. It's just
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
smallest.
Oh no, like
The
no,
big
because it's just
one.
like they have them from other places.
Oh, yeah.
So if I see a Publix one, I'm like, I can pretend I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a Publix one. You know,
I just
even
can't
though-
stand those gigantic carts, man. That's what I like about Trader Joe's. You get those little carts.
You're hilarious.
Bro, you gotta
dog.
be going around people with those things. Fuck that. Nah.
Those little carts. I don't know if any. I mean, of course, people know about Trader Joe's. Those little carts are for kids. And one time I saw.
No way, dude.
Yo, you're wildin'.
They're for
No,
people
you're
like
talking
me.
about the double decker joints.
Yeah. I just don't.
Sorry, bro. This is a hip hop podcast,
Yeah.
but we got to get to the bottom of this. So they had the double-decker carts. That's some shit. Like, I got family in the Midwest. That's been around the Midwest forever. And when it came here, I was like, what the fuck are we on some fucking
Love it.
suburban shit?
Love it.
But what I'm talking about is, like, they had these little mini, like, carts. They're like a cart that's only, like, 2 feet tall. Like, it's for a little kid.
I'm only 2 feet tall.
And one time I saw this Swedish tourist. Swedish tourist at like Trader Joe's. They're like, we don't want that much. We're just going to use a little one. I'm like,
Why if
oh,
they're Swedish,
sweetie.
they're tourists.
Straight to El Salvador.
Straight to El Salvador for me. Yeah, so anyways, she was using it like legitimately, like she thought it was for her. I was like, honey, you're bending over so far. What are we doing here?
Sounds cool.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite like local grocery chain?
I can't say I enjoy any of them
Really?
anymore, except like, is it Milam's?
Oh,
But I'm not driving
Look
that.
at this bougie ass
They got
that-
motherfucker.
They got
right
that
here.
classical music going.
They're playing the talking about programmed fucking shit. They're playing the same exact soundtrack. Only this is only for Miami heads.
This man's paying a premium for
They're playing
those.
like
No,
Vivaldi.
I never go
they're
there.
playing Vivaldi Primavera.
Yeah,
and this
dude.
motherfucker
Yeah.
Play that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're fucking playing that shit. Fuck them, bro. They think they're better than everyone else. What about you, Maddie?
I mean, I honestly, Publix has the best AC, so I'm up in there.
They got that best AC. Where's produce? That's
The
for
worst.
sure.
Yeah. No, for sure. But also, I can go bolo
Really,
crazy.
if you're gonna go to Publix, you gotta go up to like Aventura. They got like the best Publix up there.
There's some
Why are
nice
you
Publixes.
giving it out? Now you just fucked your shit up.
I mean, it's
My-
too-
Let's go.
Oh.
This is Milam's right here.
this is JG Wentworth right here, brother.
Hey, babe, should we get Parmesan or Asiago? They got a smoked Parmesan,
Damn,
and it's got dates on it too. It's wrapped in.
You know what I
dates.
feel like is Trader Joe's is like the communist version of this.
This is
like-
such a Milam's vibe right here.
Oh,
for sure.
they,
Oh my
they
God,
literally
yeah.
play this. Like this is not. He's not playing Vivaldi. He's playing the soundtrack from fucking Milam's. It's on
Yeah.
Spotify.
I'm
I
being
know, you're
looked
like-
up and down by an elderly white woman right now. For sure.
I got a Spotify playlist called Grocery Store Bangers.
Ladies
I'm
and
not gonna put it
gentlemen,
on, but
Yeah, please
I'll share it
don't.
with the
Please
bullies.
don't.
Get to know me.
Get to know me. I would say for me, like I'm a tried and true fan of Presidente. Like, gotta be. I don't fuck with Sedano's. Sedano's be like having too many fucking sparrows living in it.
But don't you,
know
have to
what
go
I'm
all the
saying?
way to like West Miami to get to Sedano's? Is there
Too
one
far.
nearby?
Why are you
This
talking
far?
about my address, my G?
Hey man,
No, there's like actually 4 around me. That just lets you know the income level of where you're living.
right.
What's the level of Presidentes around me?
No,
A lot.
no Publix in sight.
I kind of fuck with the tropical market. That's
Well, Tropical Market is really my favorite, and it's like it used to be a Presidente.
underrated deli at the tropical
Yes,
market.
you're not
Yes.
wrong.
Really
Like,
nice
really good.
cheeses, really
Actually,
nice
I
sliced
not
meats.
that we live
I
around
totally
there.
forgot. I
Well,
got it
it's
one
really
time
good.
and I totally forgot.
Welcome back to middle-aged men in the
Hey,
deli
all
section.
right. And they give you like a bunch of samples too. They're like, "Yo, take
Yeah.
4 slices, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Whatever."
yeah.
Some
If,
of
you,
the
if you
best-
want like the closest you can get to like authentic Mexican shit, they got a good Mexican aisle.
They got a vibe
some
in
shit.
there. They got that-
costeña. If you don't fuck with costeña, bro, like what are you doing?
They got the chorizo in there for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So did my ex-girlfriend.
They got the pork fat too. What's that called?
the manteca.
manteca. Yeah.
I think always that's so
Manteca
funny
de puerco.
in Spanish that manteca and manteca are the same thing, and one's butter and one's like,
One's pork butter.
and they call them both butter. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, dude, like, yeah, you need that to make the carnitas, papi.
Mm-hmm.
Pocho, way. That brings me to our next thing. Shout out to Maddie's dad, who who very surprisingly gave us like a review, and that like Maddie sent to me.
That
when
shit
I
was
driving.
ChatGPT, dude, for sure.
For sure.
He
What?
definitely
Oh, you think so?
he prompted ChatGPT.
What?
I saw that M dash.
He texted me and he was like, "When's the next show?" And I was like, we won't be back until July." And he was like, "You guys are like fucking Congress. You guys just come back whenever you want."
More corrupt.
More corrupt.
But yeah.
We were there.
We were there, Jan Sixers. This show is brought to you by our first sponsor. This show is brought to you by Jan 6 Defense Fund. That'd be great if they advertise that. But yeah, anyways, your
We
dad
qualify
like,
for 0 sponsorships. Let me
Oh
tell
yeah,
you.
no, we're gonna get there. We're gonna
We'll
get
get
there.
I mean, maybe tropical supermarket.
Tropical.
Yo,
What's up?
I could.
You know
die.
what? Let's start that movement.
Let's
for
start
real.
it. I think there's only 2 of them. There's like one on the beach, maybe.
Yeah, up on my curb.
But we all go to
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
one. We all go to the same one
Hey,
on
no,
79th.
no. Why you doing that?
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
We're like live here. What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What are you
My
doing?
bad. My bad motive.
6721 Southwest 69 Terrace. Not anyone's address. Don't go there.
Don't Google it.
Don't bully them
Yeah,
either.
the bull fans don't go there. The people, the bullshitters. Maybe that's a good name for our fans. The bullshitters. But yeah, anyways, I think that's an integral part of being like in Miami culture. Like I used to always have this thing. It's like, you know how hood your fucking grocery store is by how many sparrows live in it. If it's like one sparrow, you're like, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
You're doing all right. If it's, I've been to some shit up in like fucking 135th, you know what I'm saying? In like Opalaca, bro. I went to like a Presidente in Opalaca, bro. I'm talking like 6 different sparrow families.
You could register that on the National Bird Watching Registry.
Yeah, you literally could. Yeah, I could like have a class of bird watchers go there. I was like watching some old 90s TV and I was recently looking and I was like, what a weird common trope in it with the friend that would come in the window of the other friend in the ladder.
What happened to that?
But wait, hold up a second. Was that real? Did y'all
I don't
have?
think it was. I
no,
know.
because I grew up in South Florida, so we didn't have second stories.
Well, we do. Not in our tax bracket,
No,
but
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
they do.
No,
But-
that was a huge.
I guess the other
That was a thing.
The other thing is like it didn't really have any friends.
The person that went through
No,
the
I-
window? Oh, you did.
Us,
sweetie.
neither of us.
You got to save that for your session online. You can't do it here for BetterHelp.
It
Shout
was
out
always
to
like
BetterHelp. Please, actually, that's a great sponsor
Right,
for us.
yeah.
Is BetterHelp.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
it was always the kid that was like hard up that was coming through the window, like he like lived in a trailer or something.
like,
and
"Ooh,
then
I
he
smell-"
was like, and it was always, it was always like the rich kid who was like,
what you cooking?
there was like the shady friend that came up through the window, like climbed up through.
We were watching drastically different shows. I'm thinking like Calissa Explains It All, where she had that guy coming through a window. By the way, I was like, if I was an adult watching that show, I'm like, countdown to when they fuck. But yeah, like the pop in friend in the neighborhood, like that can't be a thing anymore, like at all. Maybe in a building.
I don't
Maybe,
even
like,
see
live in a building.
kids in the streets, period, at all anymore. Do you?
We're going to different streets, brother.
Oh yeah.
No, I definitely see kids in the street. Absolutely. But like,
go to the wrong place.
but you know what it is? You know what it is? When I see kids in the street, they're like doing things that we wouldn't have. They would be like a little powered bike or like a little, like powered shit, and they're driving around together. And I'm like, what the fuck is all this shit?
throw the twig between the spokes.
It's so much easier to be a kid now because my 12-year-old son.
He's a grown ass man.
He's a grown ass man. He got a
Shout
mustache.
out to him. Oh, shout out to him, man.
He hangs out with like 14 homies at the same time, and they're all.
Are you
just-
serious?
They're all like when you're playing PlayStation, you could just
Yeah.
get into like a group
Oh,
chat.
you're not talking about like physically.
No.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
even
I
better
thought you
because you
meant-
can just
yeah,
check
yeah.
out. You could just be like,
That's
all right,
true.
y'all, dinner's ready, and just go get some nuggets in the
I
kitchen.
had X like that. Yeah, X like that. Just check out. Sorry, I interrupted for.
Guys,
It was an elaborate-
Daddy's yelling. I got to get some chicken nuggies.
Daddy's
Yeah.
yelling. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but you just don't see the kid going through the window. The pop in. Remember, like the pop in going. Hey, can Brian come out? No, Brian's in trouble. When you show up and he's like fucked, and you're like, okay, I'll just go play basketball myself.
Or when the parents pissed off because the kid didn't announce that the kid was coming over to say what's up, so the parents
yeah.
are like,
you
I'll
feel the
get 'em.
energy.
I hope he doesn't expect to get dinner.
yeah,
I hope he already ate.
I didn't make enough, so
Oh, that one, bro. I had a friend that we had growing up, like that. We would like go to his house. They had a very big ass house, like mansion, big ass house, and like, bro, without fail, every single time we went over, their family would have like a fucking meal. I'm talking like rice, steak, salad, whatever. Not near once where we offered shit.
Mhm.
And that motherfucker would sit down in front of us and just eat it like it was nothing. We're like, you motherfucker.
be
Like,
right with you.
That's what happens when you're from a lower class and you're friends with
What
a
you're
higher class.
supposed to do is go rummage through the parents' bedroom while they're eating, so you can steal some stuff.
You were raised drastically different. Yeah, but like that shit, like he didn't even think it was like a weird thing. We had to like bring it up to him. We're like, dude, what? Like, yo, let me get like a grain. Let me get a grain of rice. What are we doing over here?
Right.
Whole steak, man. He's cutting up a whole steak in front of us. It's wild. Shout out to him. I won't say his name. But every
That
single
steak was
one of
probably-
my friends knows what I'm talking
Shout out to
about.
my roommate.
That steak was probably overcooked anyway, so
No, definitely. Like 100%.
under-seasoned.
100%.
It was a Presidente steak. You have to overcook it.
You have to. Okay, so I have one more question for you guys. A little bit more specific for you, Maddie, and less specific for you,
Fine.
Tony. What conspiracies are you like done with? You're like, oh no, that's obviously bullshit. And what ones are you like really like peaking on? You specifically more for music, and you just whatever you want. You can do music if you want to.
I mean,
So-
wait. Okay, let me just go first. Cause this just happened. I was on the way here, and we picked up some beers and like some wine and a vape or whatever. It was a smoke shop, and some lady walks in and she's like talking to the dude that works there, and she's like, "Oh, don't tell me you're still a flat earther." And I was like, "What?" I'm like, "You're not a flat earther, dude." And he's like, "Yeah, for real." And then he brought in Christianity into it. I was like, "Come on, bro." So I'm definitely over that. You know, I mean, it's just so stupid.
Well, I
it's
mean,
the
no,
dumbest.
when I say over that, I mean like when you were believing that you're over that.
Oh,
Yeah, you
oh
never
yeah.
believed in that.
I
I'm,
can't- I
I'm
can't say-
over most of them. What do you mean?
I can't say that on the radio.
All right, Maddie, what do you got?
I was really, for a minute, this shameful to say, I was really into the hollow moon theory.
No.
Yeah, I was like, what is it? I was like,
No.
it's the Death Star.
Maddie. No.
How old were you?
And then I was like,
No, he's like now.
I was 38. What do you
He's
mean?
saying now. He's saying fucking now, dude.
No,
Oh my
every now and
God.
then I allow myself to indulge in how silly it is, and then
You've always
and then
been
I'm
a
like,
fan of like a rant.
oh no, if
Yeah,
you
he's a
know
big
me,
fan of it.
I'm in it for the gag, like in
Yeah.
any way possible. If you
Yeah,
get,
yeah,
if you reel me in with the story, I'm like,
Mhm.
let's go.
Yeah.
As soon as like I can tell too, because every now and then someone will come up and they'll start speaking that bullshit. I'm like, okay, let's go. What are we doing?
Speak,
What are we
speak,
talking about?
King. Yeah. I think for me the one is like, I'm not gonna say ancient aliens because I'm morally opposed to that, but like the thing that they found these like huge like fucking coils under the pyramids recently.
Coils.
Yo, like straight up, like everyone go Google it. There's these
Yes, sir.
coils. They found these huge coils that go down like almost a mile underneath the pyramid. They found with like laser science nerd bullshit. Some fucking Steve Jobs bullshit. They found these like huge columns like of metal that go down almost like a mile, and they have like a coil around them underneath the big pyramid. And I'm like,
Aliens.
okay, yeah. I'm like, okay, maybe. I'm not like fully like okay with saying that, but I'm like something's up. That's like wild as shit.
If I hear somebody say it, mention it, even if it's not true, I
It's
believe
real.
it.
I believe
It's
it.
real. It's literally real.
Yeah.
You make an AI video about it, I'm in. I'm in. That's all it is.
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the Cyberbullies podcast. My name is Motive Yapes.
I'm Maddie. Are we done already? Shit.
Well,
I mean, are we gonna keep talking about grocery stores a little bit?
I
I
feel
can
like
talk about
we
grocery
really-
stores all day. My bad. I didn't mean to fix it. All right. Well, so like, what's
No, wait,
conspiracy
wait.
theory that you're done with? Then?
No. Fuck conspiracy theories.
Okay.
I just got to mention. So our next show is in what, the 21st?
The 21st.
I'll almost be 40. It'd be
Ooh.
the last day that I'm 39.
You should have surprised us like I surprised you.
Yeah. Fuck that. You better bring me some presents from the grocery store.
Tony, are you DJing anywhere before we tune out? So that's a no.
That's a hard
No.
That's a hard no.
Nah.
Well, I mean, you can always check out my new beats on Tuesday. I post every single Tuesday.
Facts.
I'm like working through being like on some video editing shit. So peep it and give me your honest
They
opinion.
have been looking really spectacular. I'll say.
Thank you,
Tell
The
him
beats
you-
suck, but
Tell
it
him
looks
you like
great.
his little beats.
Shout out to Willie who said that to me.
I like
But
your
yeah,
little
like
beats.
tune in. Yeah, he said that to me. He's like, "Yo, I really like your little beats." Little? Anyways,
Bitch, I'll kill you.
Your little rap group.
your little rap group, your little bullshit. Yeah, by the way, also like a lot of people have been asking me about Cyberbullies, like rap wise and everything like that recently. Also,
Nothing's on the way. Don't worry,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
There's nothing
seriously.
coming.
Seriously.
Volume 4,
his volume
10
4.
years from now. Well,
10
it's
years
coming.
from now.
It's cooking.
Well, anyways,
We're
ladies
we're
and-
still trying to make our money back from volume 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Motive Yapes. This has been the Cyberbullies.
I'm Addie Slims.
Yeah, Tony Pizzicato.
Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye, y'all.
See you guys next week. No, 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
21st.
Ride out with a little Airwolf clip.
Shut the fuck up, John.
Yeah, shut the
Fuck up, John.
Oh, shout out to Marky. He's out here. Summer Breeze.
Oh, shout out to Mark.
Yeah, what's up? Oh, he's right there. He's looking. He's a creep. He's a fucking creep. All right, what's next? Where's John?